Hello.
Good afternoon and Assalamu alaikum to all viewers. My name is Sari Shokat and I am student counselor at PFL Education. Let me give you a brief introduction about PFL Education. PFL Group International is one of the leading UK-owned and managed student placement agencies. PFL was established in 1997 and has come a long way in 24 years, retaining its excellence in study abroad and visa counseling. We offer widest range of services and commitments to our student customers seeking higher education to UK, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, UAE, and Turkey. The services we provide, such as academic counseling, guidance on selecting your course and institution, admission processing, and your visa filing. Today, we have Mr. Muhammad Abdullah, who is the representative at Antalya Bilim University. Hi, how are you, Abdullah?
Hello, Sarish. I'm good. And how are you?
I am good. Please tell me about Antalya Bilim University.
Okay, so I'd like to go with the introduction first. Basically, our university is located in Antalya, which is one of the very famous tourist destination in the world. And it's a part of Turkey, basically. Our university has been established back in 2010. So we are like passing the fresh graduates since 2014. Our university offer different majors in bachelor's and master's program. Plus, we do offer PhD programs, but currently our PhD programs are in Turkish, so we do not offer it to the international students. If I go through with the bachelor program, the programs we do offer are in business categories, going with the economics, business administration, international relations, and then we have engineering faculty. Then we have tourism and hotel management. We have architectures and fine arts. We have a dentistry department as well, but currently our dentistry department is in Turkish language. So it's a bit different and a bit difficult for these students, international students, to cope with this. We do have the other departments going with the law faculty, but law faculty is also in Turkish. So I would recommend the students from Pakistan to opt the departments which are in English, and it will be more convenient and more easy for them to go through with these departments.
Then what are the entry requirements for undergraduate and postgraduate programs?
All right, let's go with the undergrad first. For undergrad program, we require at least 50% of high school. That can be like in their intermediate exams according to the Pakistan board, or if they did their A levels, that is advanced level from GCE or Cambridge, it should be like two relevant subjects we need, but no less than E grades. Like we can accept A, B, C, and D, but E doesn't fall in our category. So we can only accept 4 grades, A to D. And if the student did any of the diploma, like for example, I heard in Pakistan, people, they did 3 years of engineering diploma, that is DAE, or 2 years of tourism diploma, or any of the diploma, which is accredited and accepted by IBCC Pakistan, and they can get an equivalence certificate. So we can accept them for the bachelor program as well.
Okay. So what is your tuition fee structure for undergraduate and postgraduate programs?
All right, Sarish, basically our tuition fee starts from $8,300 per year, and it goes towards 14,000 USD. But most of our programs are in $8,300. And currently for the September intake, which is going to be the upcoming intake for Antalya Bilim University, we can offer students applying through PFL Education, we can offer them up to 50% scholarship, and which will be merit based, and plus the advantage of applying through the PFL Education Pakistan.
Thank you, that's very nice. So what will be the payment plan for the students? How much deposit they have to pay to secure their seat?
Okay, so basically our process starts with the admission documents. For example, they should send you the documents first, which you will be applying to our portal. You can send it by email. Then we'll make the assessment, and as soon as we accept the student, we'll send them pre-admission letter. Pre-admission letter is a primary admission letter which focuses you to deposit the initial payment, that is 1,000 USD in advance. Once you deposit 1,000 USD to the university official account, afterwards we give you final acceptance letter. This acceptance letter you can use for visa filing, and once you get your visa, you can come to Turkey and you can pay your remaining tuition fee. Like the payment plan is per semester. For example, if you have chosen business administration department, the tuition fee is $8,300. If you get 50% scholarship, the tuition fee will be 4,150 USD. After this 4,150 USD, you are required to pay this tuition fee in two parts. You can pay it per semester. So the semester tuition fee will be $2,075, which is really less as compared to the other universities in Turkey. So $2,075, the student must pay 1,000 from this as an advance, and the remaining $1,075 once they come to Turkey. They can pay the remaining tuition fee before the final registration.
Okay. Maximum how much study gap is acceptable for undergraduate programs and postgraduate programs? Is
Yes.
there any?
Basically, the study gap requirement we have is like if the student did his intermediate or A levels back like 2 or 3 years before, we can accept them. But even if they have a bit more study gap, they should justify the gap. But basically, like for bachelor program, the embassies and the Ministry of Education, they doesn't accept the gap that is filled with the job. So I recommend you and the other students to apply as soon as they complete their degree, like intermediate or advanced level, or they can take at least a year or two and they can apply for our university. I would like to mention one more thing. The deposit payment which the students they made for acceptance letter is refundable in case of visa rejection only. If the student is rejected from the embassy, then the visa tuition fee is fundable. But our visa ratio is 98 to 99% because the university itself sent email to the consulate in Pakistan and we request them to approve your visa. And we only accept the students, those who have good profile.
Okay. Are you accepting students with 2+2 education background for postgraduate programs?
Um, okay, let's move towards the master program. Basically, the initial requirement for master program is 3 or 4 years bachelor. We require a straight away 3 year or 4 year bachelor program for the masters. But if the student that is 2+2, that is 2 years of bachelor's and then 2 years of masters, we do not accept them, unfortunately, because the Ministry of Education in Turkey doesn't accept any of these diplomas if it's 2 year bachelor's or 2 year masters. So for the masters, the student must have 3 years or 4 year bachelor program, and then they're eligible. For masters, there's no such study gap. They can apply after 3, 4, 5 years they completed their bachelor's, but they need to provide us the working experience letter if they have the study gap.
Okay. Is there any English language requirement for international students at your university?
We do have English language requirement. Our English language requirement is if the student did TOEFL, we can accept it, but the points should be more than 82. But other than this, we have another advantage for these international students. We have our own English proficiency exam. So if the student would want to come here and apply for the English proficiency exam, we accept this as well. So student must come here. They should give an entry test. That's an English test, basically. If the student pass, he can continue his bachelor or master's program. If the student is not sufficient for the English language, then he or she must study English for at least one semester. Moreover, for master's program, we have different departments. We have MBA department, global politics, international relations. We have computer and electrical engineering. We have architecture department as well. So these departments we have are straight away with the tuition fee of $5,400 for the entire program. So all the students applying for the master's program, the tuition fee will be discounted and it will be $5,400 for the upcoming intake. But additionally, if they will apply from PFL Education Pakistan, we can offer them additional 10 or 5% scholarship depending on their merit.
That's wonderful. What accommodations your institute provides and how costly it is?
All right. So accommodation, if you go through with the Turkey, accommodation is not very expensive, but we do have dormitory. We have male dormitories and female dormitories. Male dormitory is located off campus and female dormitory is located inside the campus. So the dormitory is like the fee will vary from $1,200 to $1,500 per semester, which will include their lunch and breakfast and their basic requirements like the electricity, water, and Wi-Fi. And if the students would want to live off campus, they can still apply for the off-campus accommodation. And the living expense per month in Turkey will be around 300 USD, 250 to 300 USD per month they need to have to meet their basic expenses with the rent, utilities, food, and traveling, everything.
Nice, that's much flexible. Does international student allowed to work part-time during studies?
If the student is enrolled in bachelor program, unfortunately, he cannot work legally. But if the master student is enrolled in the program, then he or she can work after obtaining the work permit from the ministry. But bachelor students are not allowed to work in Turkey, but master students can work.
Okay. Also tell us about the post-study work permit. Is it available after completion of degree?
Once you complete your bachelor program, you have option to get 1 year temporary residence card, over which you can look for the opportunities. Once any of the company appoints you for the work, they will give you with the work permit.
That's good. What are the main attraction of your location and sport for international students?
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat your question?
What are the main attraction of your location? Location of Antalya
All
Bilim.
right. See, Antalya is basically a resort city, and it's very famous for its beaches and the hotels. So the students, those who are coming for the tourism industry in our university, like for the tourism program, they get opportunity to work with the five-star hotel chains in Antalya. We have more than 350 hotels in Antalya, and which is one of the very interesting point for the students to get their internship and opportunity to find work. Other than this, Antalya is famous for its weather. The weather is really pleasant. Like we have moderate summers and we have moderate winters. We don't go with the high winter season. We don't go with the high summer seasons. So the weather condition is quite moderate, which is really interesting for these students.
Okay. Well, what different safety measures are taken by the university against corona pandemic for international students?
The pandemic, when the pandemic started, we get to the online education system, which was, it was accepted and like done by the major universities. So the steps we took were we offered them additional scholarship, but it was in the pandemic season. Since now we are towards the end of pandemic, so we have the same criteria now, and the classes are on campus with the proper hygiene system. We have the complete hygiene system at our university, and if you want, I can share the video of our university with you, and you can go through with the videos, and you can see all the things that our university offer.
Sure, please you please share us with us. What are your major intakes? Are you currently accepting applications for upcoming intakes?
For bachelor, our major intake is in February. For bachelor, our major intake is September. We do have only one intake for bachelor program, that is September every year. For masters, we have two intake, February and September. So the upcoming intake is September 2022.
Then how much time it takes to get an offer letter from the university?
For the pre-admission letter, we take 3 to 5 working days. And for the final acceptance letter, after the payment is made, we take at least 7 to 9 working days.
What are the required documents for the application? Is it require any attestation?
For the admission, we require passport scanned copy and their bachelor transcript from masters, plus the degree. For bachelor, we require passport accordingly with the intermediate exam results. And we do not require any attestation before admission. But once the student come in Turkey, they should have all the documents attested with the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Pakistan.
Okay. How will you treat to those students if they have any previous visa refusal from any country? Then
Being a university representative, we have no issues with any of the refusals if the student have, even
okay.
with any of the university or with any of the country, because we have our own assessment criteria. So if the student fulfill our criteria, we accept them. And for the embassy, like the Turkish embassy in Pakistan and all over the globe is not very strict with the visas policy. If you have a genuine case, if your documents are complete and authentic, they don't have any problem in granting you the visa.
Can you accept students on pre-district grades of OA level or HSC?
Yes, we have this option. If the student they wish to apply for bachelor program and they didn't still complete their high school, they can get a hope certificate from their school. And if they're doing it private, they can get a hope certificate from their teachers and they can apply on this base. But the admission will be primary. And once they get the final results, we can give them the final acceptance letter.
Okay. So Abdullah, what are your recommendations to motivate students who are willing to pursue their professional career in Turkey?
My recommendation is I'll go through with my own experience. When I come to, when, for example, like I came in 2015, I moved to Turkey and I started my bachelor here. I did my master's at the same university. And now I have different career opportunities. I'm working with the university as well. I have different opportunities as well. So the students, those who want to come in Turkey and want to complete their final education, they can come and they will have different opportunities to work in different sectors, because Turkey is one of the fastest developing economy, and they have different opportunities to offer for different international students.
Thank you so much, Abdullah, for coming on board with us.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
having with us in this live session.
You're welcome. I want to see Pakistani students soon at our campus, and I really recommend them to apply through PFL Education, since you have a very experienced and expert team that is looking for the admission. So thank you so much, Sarish, once again for getting me on board and giving me an opportunity to introduce our university to your students. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.